Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank y'all so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. Please beware of scammers and fake pages. I am only on YouTube and Instagram. If you see me on TikTok, Facebook, it is a scam. Please report it. I'm trying to get the pages down, so thank you so much for your help. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. I am documenting my husband and I's journey. We are investors. We are the people that everyone tells to invest, okay? We are documenting it here so that you can see long-term with consistency, it does work, okay? So this is our monthly update for February for our $100 portfolio challenge with Fidelity. I started this challenge in December, at the beginning of December. I wanted to get a head start for 2026, and it's crazy. We are already in month 3. So December, January, and February. That is 3 months. We're already into this journey. And that's why you stay consistent. That's why you track, because time, it moves so fast. I will be 42. Here was the kicker. My daughter will be 20 years old later this year, Lord willing. 20 years old. That's how fast time goes by. And so we want to make sure that we are doing something. You don't have to have $1 million portfolio. Now, my husband and I, we do want more than that. I'm being honest. But even if you started later in life, you don't have to focus on getting $1 million. 250,000, 500,000 will be a good help in your retirement years than nothing. So we want to make sure we focus on not the amount or the number, but being consistent with our investing. Markets are down right now, right? By the time you see this video, it may be up, but it is February 2nd. So markets have been pulling back a lot, but if we're consistent with good companies and good funds, we'll be okay. So this is our update. We have a balance right here now of $305.19. I've been adding $100 every month to this portfolio since the beginning of December, and this $100 is split 50% or $50 into growth, 30% or $30 into a dividend-based fund, and 20% or $20 into a international fund. I love to have a little bit of international in our portfolios, and this is it. So let me, you can see right here, this is, Fidelity is pretty cool because it really kind of helps you to see how you're performing against like the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, etc. If I come to our positions and I scroll down, you can see it right here. So I wish these was ranked in order, but they're not. But let's see. The FNILX, that's the growth. Okay, we wanted 50% of that $100 in growth. Okay, so you can see our current position is $150.78. It's about 50% of the account. Give me some rope here, but the allocation should be 50, 30, 20. Okay, so right now we have 6.10 shares, which is crazy. So my first goal for this is 10 shares, and we are slowly making our way up there. FDVV, which is the Fidelity High Dividend ETF, we have 1.57 shares, and this is about 30% of this particular account. And then we have FZILX, that is the Fidelity Zero International Fund, and that is at 20.57% of this account, and about 4.02 shares. So you can see our total gain loss, we're up about $3.57 or 1.17%. Again, the markets have been pulling back. So this is a great time for me as an investor, and my husband too, to buy low. These are great funds. There is nothing wrong with these funds at all. But again, they are not, immune to red days when the market is down. And so this is a great opportunity for us to buy shares at a discount, right? We love a good sale. Black Friday, post-Christmas sales, electronics, clothes, cars, whatever. We love a good sale. Our thinking should be the same way when it comes to our investing, right? So if you are doing this challenge with me, and maybe you chose different funds, right? Or maybe your allocation is different. Let me know how you're doing. I know many people are doing this challenge with me. It's small amounts, so $100 a month, right? $100 a month. And you divvy up your $100. I'm doing it by 50, 30, 20 because I want half of that to go into growth. I want 30% to go in some dividend because I love dividends. I love passive income. And we own FDVV in other accounts as well, and other of our Roth IRAs and Fidelity. But and international. Now I have the Vanguard's version of this in Robinhood, but they kind of track the same companies, and I've been really loving our international exposure in our portfolios right now. If I come over to our spreadsheet, okay, so let me see here. Okay, so I'm zoomed in here. Let me move my face up. I'm zoomed in, and I have been sharing the spreadsheet for, again, the beginning of December. And this spreadsheet is not listed on my website. This does come free. So if you signed up for my investment planner groups, like if you bought the planner and the groups, whether it was the physical or the digital, I did create an investment planner. I have a link for a full flip through down below so that you can see it. I made this spreadsheet to go with those. So this is free for those of you who bought the planners with the group option, okay? But December, you can see is crossed off because December is over. January, you can see is checked off because January is over. And now I've done the investing for February, right? And I'm able to check it off and cross it off. And it's really interesting to see your progress when you kind of write it down or, put it in a spreadsheet when you can see the consistency. Because I was really shocked that we were already 3 months in. It was like 3 months, like crazy. But again, you never know. So that's why you start, right? You see my motto, start, stay, stack. Okay. This is for dividends right here, but the quarter one is not over yet. And so we haven't received any dividends, but I'll be sure to add them there. And the drip will be turned on. These will be getting reinvested. And then down here on the spreadsheet, I just have some basic information about the 3 funds that we chose. Again, FNILX is the Fidelity Zero Large Cap Index Fund. So I have some blurb here. The U.S. large cap stocks, that's what this is. It tracks 500 major companies. The top 10 holdings are Microsoft, Apple, and NVIDIA, and it's a great low-cost core foundational fund if you're looking for something where you can kind of set it and forget it. FDVV is the Fidelity High Dividend ETF, and I have, if I click here, I already have it automated here, so I have the current price of these funds here, but this is the Fidelity High Dividend ETF. And again, these videos are not exciting, they're not thrilling, but it really is the secret to building up a strong portfolio is the consistency. I know I say the same thing over and over again, but it's so true. It really is true. And the Fidelity High Dividend ETF, just a few pointers about this. It focuses on large, stable companies. So there's no yield max into this. I'm not the biggest yield max fan. I know many of you are, and that's good because, it is your portfolio, but me, no. The expense ratio is 0.16%. A smidget higher, but again, it pays a dividend, right? It has some income and some growth mixed in, which is great, and it's a really solid option. Like I said, we have this in a couple of the Roths. And then FZILX, this is the Fidelity Zero International Index Fund. So a lot of international stocks outside of the U.S. I really have been loving our international positions lately. A lot of developed and emerging markets that this is exposed to is diversified globally. And it's a great complement to the US-based stuff that we have, right? So I really have been really liking this. Let me scroll over to our goals so that we can see this here. Total year to date so far. In FNILX, this is the growth. We put $150. In FDVV so far, last 3 months, $90. And FZILX, that's international, $60. No extra investing. I'm going to try to stick to $100 just to show a lot of you that small amounts do add up. But there is an option here for those who do have, an extra $5, extra $20 you want to put in. You're more than welcome to do that here. And I still have the auto investing off. I'm still manually doing this. And I keep going back and forth because I make actual videos about this. I'm thinking of keeping this off so that you guys can just see me actually walk through this through the entire year. And so far we invested $300. But again, we're up $305 and some change, even when the markets pull back. So that is why I do what I do. That's why I like investing during red days, because you never know. You really never know. And so, yeah, that's the spreadsheet for this particular, trying to make sure I have everything here, portfolio challenge. Let me zoom out so that you can see the whole thing. So I did zoom out so that you can see it at a glance, kind of. So yeah, everything is here: December, January, February, March, April, May, and then over here, yeah, you can see that it's through December. Long year, but guess what? We're going to continue to invest long term. So let me know, guys, down below, what you're thinking of doing. Like when it comes to challenges, I have several challenges on my channel. I do $5 every week in the DGRO. I do $1 a day with the investing challenge every quarter, and then I'm doing this $100 3-fund portfolio challenge. So again, 3 funds, not a whole lot. There's no single individual stocks here. 3 funds: one growth, one dividend, one international. That's it. That's all. Nothing complicated. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want any spreadsheets, if you want any of the investment planners, if you want to join any groups, information is down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe. Come on, tickle that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. And until next time, y'all already know, I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.